Hello, all my brothers and my sisters. It's your brother Zen, and I'm bringing you your weekly energy update for August 14th through the 21st. These are timeless as well, so if you're coming across this outside of that time frame, I would still trust your gut and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. If you are watching this between that time frame, really the energies that we want to be aware of is at the end of the week on the 21st is when we enter into the shadow of the Mercury retrograde. So that's a kind of a gate that we want to stop creating new things and starting new items. And next week I will talk about what we can do during the Mercury retrograde and use that energy in positive ways for our lives. But for this week, what we want to look at is what do we want to start this week before that gate happens, where it's more the tides are coming in and it'll be difficult for you to launch things out. So this is the last where the tide is moving out, and it'll be easy and long-lasting things that we create. So that's what we're going to be asking of Spirit and the Creator for each of the individual zodiac signs, and I'm going to jump into your sign right now. Before we jump into your reading, I did want to make a special announcement that I am starting a YouTube subscriber marathon where I am trying to get 1,000 or more YouTube subscribers. And so I am going to be giving away special items, special services, and a variety of other things throughout the next few weeks. And so keep a lookout for those. I'll be announcing them on YouTube and also on my social media platforms, which are all listed in the description box below. Once I reach 1,000 plus subscribers, I will be giving away 10 free 1-hour personal readings to 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I would really appreciate you considering do so, because once I reach that 1,000, I will have a special video letting you know how you can enter that contest for those 10 videos. So enough of that. I appreciate you, and we're jumping into your reading right now. All right, Sagittarians, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Seeker Oracle, and any of the cards that I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. But we'll take a look here, see what advice the Creator and Spirit have for you on what you can start this week. Wow, that gate is wide open. So for our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know about what could they start this week? All right, I do want this one right here. And you have here and now. So I love the little rodent. And that is beautiful card. Let me see here, and let's take a look and see what this has for you here. So this is a little mouse, and it says the mouse is small and it lives in a world that is full of predators and danger. Mouse has many reasons to fear, and yet mouse is not a worrier. Mouse is not fearless, but it does not fret about a possible dire future that may never eventuate. In fact, Mouse spends no time dwelling on what ifs or maybes. Mouse lives in the here and now. Mouse does not lose hours to speculation, allowing anxiety to manufacture worst-case scenarios in its mind. Mouse just gets things done. So it's time to stop worrying, doubting, and fearing and start doing instead. Live in this moment, savor it, enjoy it, learn from it, focus on the task at hand, and do what needs to be done. That being said, don't be careless enough to put yourself in the path of trouble. Mouse would not go up to a cat and bite it on the nose. Mouse gives cat a wide berth, but mouse would pause for a moment to enjoy the sun on its fur. It would pause for a moment to play with its friends. Mouse will be spontaneous. Mouse will search for food and eat when hungry, return to its burrow to sleep when tired, and clean itself when its fur is dirty. This smallest of creatures leads a simple life, but also a full one that leaves it feeling content. So I love that. So this is a time for you to begin to live more in the now, live more in this moment, not so much in the future about the shoulds and woulds and need tos and have tos and supposed tos, and have this huge pressure of all the stuff that's supposed to happen by a certain time. This is about coming back to the here and now, because if you don't live in the here and now, in the future, you won't feel satisfied then, because you're not living in the here and now. That's a beautiful thing. In fact, I'm wearing a shirt right now that says "Be Here Now with Me," which is a shirt that I had made because when I had an opportunity several times in my life to where I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this job anymore. What do I want to do with my life? And I sat there and I was like, what do I want to do? And I had all these ideas of what I was supposed to do as, a career or as a spiritual person, all this stuff. And the Creator basically took me in my mind's eye to the future, like as if I had all those things I thought I was supposed to have. And in that moment, and they very gently asked, are you happy now? Are you satisfied now? And I was like, well, no, because what's next? What's over here? And they basically showed me, if I'm not here now and can be happy here now with what I have in my life, how am I going to be happy then? I won't. I always be looking for the next thing. So that created my new dream, is to be here now with the Creator. And that's like what I'm hearing here too, is what is your dream? But be here now. Because if you can't be happy now, you won't be happy when, right? When. We'll also pull a card here from the Magic of You Oracle and just see what else they want to add. Right. So what else for our Sagittarians, please? Okay, they want that one right there. You've got Buho, card number 2, transform the way you see. Yeah, I probably murdered that name, B-U-H-O, so sorry about that. My apologies. So I love that about changing the way you see things, right? Instead of seeing things in the future, see the now. It says, if you want to transform the world, start by transforming the way you see it. Pay attention to the positive and pleasing things. Do not be distracted by anything that makes you feel sad or hopeless. You observe with your heart and your eyes. Grow in wisdom as you witness the world shaping itself according to the way you see it. Know that wisdom evolves and is not static or fixed. It's time to not only look outside at the world, but also to look into yourself and comprehend the role you play in the events taking shape around you. Let what you observe transform you. Be uplifted by what you now know about even challenging facts and difficult truths. They are further opportunities for growth and transformation. The girl of Buho holds the owl, wisdom, and the butterfly, transformation, on her index fingers, power, as she gazes on her world curiously and confidently. Buho also means people are watching you and noticing your courage, good deeds, and personal transformation, and that these qualities will be rewarded. She appears when a reward, bonus, or notification of approval is about to be received. So definitely understanding that you don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. So as you have this inner transformation, as you come into this moment here now, you start to see the world in a completely different way. So let's take a look here. We're also going to pull from the Tarot of the Magical Forest, see what else they would like to add around this. So some pretty peaceful, life-changing things. Because when you realize it's how you perceive the world, you don't feel as out of control either. Because when you're not in the past or the future in this moment, and you're understanding that how you are feeling on the inside is what you're seeing reflected on the outside, you don't feel like you're at the whim of everyone else, right? not at the whim of the past or the future. So what else for our Sagittarians? What else would you like them to know, please? Okay, I do want that one. I wanted that one too. I want this one over here and this one over here. Very specific. All right, anything else? Okay, they do want those two over there. And they do want these two up here. So we will see what those bring for you. But we'll start here in the middle. And you've got the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, fours are like stability. Think of like a big table with four huge legs on it. It's a very solid foundation. And the Pentacles is all about your outside world and how you are, like your outside world, right? And how you are defining your worth based on what you perceive the outside world is putting a price on you, which is retail price. But I love this coming in with this card here, because this is about the experience that when they're looking for the definition of themselves in the outside world, they basically feel unstable because we're basing it on like relationships and situations like jobs and education, etc., and our bodies, our possessions, our bank accounts, and all those things are unstable because people change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, or are stolen. And so all that stuff is unstable. And when we're defining ourselves by that retail price of the outside world, then we feel unstable. But when you turn inward, you come into the here and now and you turn inward, like this card said, and you find the unconditional love of the creator of all things, and you realize that that is your worth, that's your self-worth, then you have the stability about your worth that comes into your life, right? So we want to go to this one next, which is the Knave of Swords, which would be the Page of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. And so this Ace of Swords that they have here is basically taking you to a new place of higher thoughts, those that are the capital T truths of the higher realm, and it allows you to cut away the small T truths that no longer serve you. So it is these beliefs about your worth and about what life is and all this journey on the inside. This is about you questioning those popular opinions of the outside world that you took on as your personal small T truths that are rooted in the fears of the world. And it allows you to really see, right? And have this clarity come about with those capital T truths that are rooted in the unconditional love of the higher realms. And they also want this one next. Yeah. So you have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, Pentacles, your outside world, and this is about you ready to move to a higher level, a new level in the outside world. Consider it like you are an apprentice that had been doing the work, learning the skills, putting in all the time, proving and fine-tuning your skills, and now you're ready to move from apprentice to master. So you are learning through all of this and growing and moving to that next place. And so there is this outside world referencing here with all the pentacles and with this card. So your outside world is transforming because of this inner work that you're doing. Yeah. Because here's the King of Pentacles, so definitely reiterating that you are gaining control over your outside world. The King of Pentacles, being the king of the suit, he's the highest level you can achieve in your self-worth and in your earthly experiences. And one of the big things that I usually mention is the Four of Pentacles, because the king has been through all the Pentacles lessons, and the biggest one that he likes to share is this one, the Four of Pentacles, which is about the outside world. When you depend on it for your definition of yourself, you feel unstable, but it's the turning inward that really brings you that solid foundation of your worth. So I love that it's being reiterated, kind of double duty here for you, and emphasized by the king, you know. And then you have the Ace of Cups. Cups are your emotions. The Ace of Cups is the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. It is full of the unconditional love of the higher realms. This is the gift it's bringing to you here, allowing you to, because that's what you use for this solid foundation, right? So you've got it all here. Basically, as you turn inward and you dig deep enough, being disappointed enough in the outside world, it eventually turns you inward, where you find this unconditional love from the heavenly realms, from the creator of all things. So beautiful, beautiful love energy coming in here for you as well. Let's see what else I wanted to add here. Yeah, so you have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups does represent kind of like this change of your awareness of emotions. The three cups are tilted and spilt, which is basically like the three pentacles when we look from the outside world. Those three cups that we were looking for emotional fulfillment in those same three areas, relationships, situations, and our body and things, those are disappointing because of that instability of them. They're not emotionally fulfilling because they're temporary. If they do fill us up at all, it's for a very short time. But then you have the Two Cups, which the Ace of Cups is here. And you have the other cup, and that's basically a message saying that you came down here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience the opposites. All these emotions, if you didn't get to experience that outside world as scary and fearful and disappointing and all of those emotions that are related to fear, you wouldn't understand your higher self, your true self of back home. Because we are these powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. When we experience temporary, that helps us understand what eternal means. When we experience unstable, we realize what stable is. Conditional, unconditional, fear, peace, right? Or love. And so it's like air. You're breathing air all the time, but you don't realize it until you're 6 feet underwater looking at air up above, and you're like, oh, because I'm experiencing non-air, I understand that what air is. So as these powerful spirit beings, we come here to these human forms to experience our opposites, to where we can understand ourselves even more deeply. So sorrow and those opposite emotions are part of our journey. But when you realize the Two of Cups that are there are that every moment, eventually we wake up to that we have a choice of emotions in every moment. We can either choose unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. Every moment we have a choice between the two. And neither is wrong, neither is right. It's just experience. But having that awareness that you can choose between the two does transform your world, right? Yeah, and then you have the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords, like we talked about, are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, expectations, and all that. And the Seven of Swords, it's kind of like the thief or the deceiver card, but it is about you recognizing what beliefs of yours that have been deceiving you, right? This Ace of Swords comes in here through this Page of Swords and allows you to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that aren't serving you. And I love that too, because he basically has 5 in his hands here. He's already left 2 behind. So you already have been recognizing those thoughts and those beliefs that are no longer serving you. They served you for a purpose, on purpose, but now you're ready for something new, for something different, for something higher as you go into this week. The spark, you're ready for this life, world-changing type of spark. We're also going to pull at least one card from the Affirmators card, and these are hilarious cards. I'm just going to see what else they would like you to know about this week. All right, so what else for our Sagittarians, please? Okay, this is the one right here, and you've got Vitality. And that says, I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Every one has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So this is, you are protected. You definitely have this life and living it in the moment. I kind of have this message of, if you're not living your dream, then you're not living, you're just existing. And so this vitality is about live life, like this Be Here Now, that mouse, it pauses and enjoys the moment, enjoys its friends. It doesn't go up and bite the cat on the nose, like it said, but it takes time out to enjoy and smell the roses, enjoy life. And if you're not doing that, constantly trying to get to, some sort of end result, you're not living, you're existing until you get to some sort of place in the future that when I'm there, then I'll be happy. But if you're not celebrating all along the way and enjoying things, you're not going to be happy for a long time, if ever, like we said, because you might get to that place where you're supposed to be happy and then the carrot got moved, the bar got moved to something else, right? And then your final card we're going to pull from here is the Everyday Miracles cards, and it's based on the Course in Miracles. I'm just going to see what the final message that the Creator has for you this week. All right, so for our Sagittarians, what's your final message for this reading? Okay, that one right here. This says, let me not see myself as limited. Yes, I love that. And also says, who would attempt to fly with tiny wings of a sparrow when the mighty power of an eagle has been given him? Yes, you're so much more powerful than you have ever been taught to believe. And so definitely this is about not limiting yourself by all these supposed to be's, all these thoughts and beliefs that are limiting you, that you're ready to let go of, and you're ready to change how you see yourself, which then changes how you see the world. So you get to live, not exist. Beautiful. Love this for you, Sagittarians. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things does help spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy. It does want to share the messages and videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. Righty, powerful, amazing Sagittarians, as you go throughout this beautiful week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.